In the year 2021, all of immersion fell to the Diplomancers. All of it? No! A small group of players still resist the Diplo and prefer to loot and plunder the neighbors. Helped by Polter's magic hosting, they play anonymous games, making a point of mocking the Diplo players and their proud legions.
Hello everyone and welcome to AnonMAs on Free. This is the second time I'm recording of this game, which is the No Diplo anonymous player game I'm hosting on Immersion server. Last turn we only talked about who's in the game and tried to get as much info on them as we could using the Omniscience mod, which I am playing. And this turn we're gonna check everyone's expansion. Let's dive right in. We're gonna do it nation by nation. First off, we have Valheim that finally profit someone, a hearse. So let's check Pretenders of the World, because hearse is your starting commander is a hearse, if I remember correctly. So I'm surprised they only profited this turn. But oh well, they still expanded. So we're gonna go nation by nation. First off, armor. Let's see how it went. They attacked the Waste with a really small group, led by their D2 mage, which is part of your starting army. And they just summon a few skeletons, kills a few guys in the Waste. Ooh, there was a priest! So they're gonna lose a few more troops than necessary. Oh yeah, that was like 2 dead in 1 banish. No, ah. Which means they lost a lot of skeletons, but they got the province. Right there, and it's a really valuable province for armor because there's an arena, which is income that doesn't go away. I also don't think it's reduced by scales, but I could be wrong. And then they went for this battle with the rest of their army. This is a prophet, Tomb Worm, so it's just gonna spam protection spells while. And yeah, there's this really sad thing where they start and go for the archers and commanders, and then they go back and get pinned down by arrows a little bit more, but they're rooty in this and don't take too much attrition if I remember. Oh no, wait, they take a lot of attrition for that one. Still get the province. Not that valuable, not a big income. Resources don't do much for armor in their capital. And by not much I mean nothing at all. Dominion is already rising. Strength 6, so they kill a lot of the population every turn. Next, Pangaea. Pangaea took province in their capital. Let's see how it went. So, first off, we see white centaurs led by the prophet and a bunch of satyrs. Pangaea has an interesting blast because they have full rain. No, is it a full rainbow? No, they don't. Yeah, no, it's a full rainbow. So, astral, air, nature, fire, water, death, blood, and earth and nature. They went for larger, which makes this guy size 4, meaning they get a longer weapon and a bunch of strength from larger, a bunch of HP, so yeah, they get really good. The thing I dislike is he has no attack skill, so he doesn't get as much out of repel as he could, but fire resistance is definitely better later on. It's just, I guess it's a trade-off. Also, he has Blood Surge, so as we're gonna see during this battle, whenever he procs it, Blam 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 blam. He gets up to 14 attack skill, which isn't the best, but can repel a lot of indies. So yeah, pretty easy expansion, only lost 5 status in the process. And getting a pretty valuable province. So yeah, a good turn for Pangaea, definitely. No double expand though, but starting army doesn't really allow that. Sadias tend to suck. Kelom. Kelom went for province in the cap circle, and if I remember correctly, it went like just as Kelom wanted to go. No prophet to lead it. I'm pretty sure they propheted a scout. So yeah, archers just shoot while backline gets destroyed by attack 3 guys, and then they lose a bunch more units trying to kill the guys that run and shooting at themselves. Classic bird stuff. Decently low attrition. And yeah, a pretty good battle for them. They get a pretty valuable province too, just like Pangaea did. And also their scale spread it really fast here, so even better income once this unrest goes away. So a good turn for Kelon. Then we have Man. Man double expanded using their Awake Dragon. Let's see where it went. Man also got the Mercs last turn, or first turn technically. And they just sent them with their initial army, but they didn't put them in front of their troops, meaning they're gonna split attrition between their troops and the Macemen, which I don't think is optimal, but what do I know, honestly. Still pretty uneventful battle. Went well enough. Lost 3 spearmen and 2 of the mercs. For the god battle, though, well, he got the province. His god is a dragon with fire force, so he pretty much has nothing to cast to try and help himself in battle. But, like, you know, classic dragon stuff. Goes in, kills stuff, dead, spits a bunch of fire, takes a few hits, goes down from, you know, 125 to 95, and yeah, he gets 2 afflictions in the process, including another hitting wound, which sucks a lot. He gets limp, which doesn't really matter, like, he flies, so he just pretty much lose 1 attack skill. He's always gonna have 0 defense from harassment anyway. Combat speed and map move doesn't matter for a flying unit, if I'm not mistaken. And this was out of dom, so we can't see what he took with his fire for god, but I'm assuming fire resistance and superior morale, because that's all he can get that's really relevant to him. So yeah, double expansion. The affliction, one of the affliction does suck, but overall a pretty fine turn. Also a decent province and a forest that's gonna bring a lot of resources to pump out. Spearmen. Oh wait, you got another group of mercenaries. Okay, cool, 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 cool. That's great for him, honestly. Next, we have Vanheim. Vanheim attacked in the capital, and if I remember correctly, during the first video I said I didn't see any secrets or anything, I just saw regular troops, but I forgot these guys have glamour, so I cannot see them on the map. He also renamed his commander with another face. Interesting. Anyway, what's his bless? His bless is a full rainbow with, so that's fire 3, S4, A3, that's nature 2, I'm pretty sure, just to get PR 10. fire resistance again, so fire 4, fire 5 actually, because fire resistance plus 5 asks for 2, and we also get, yeah, 1 water here, and then 4 defense skill. And no combat speed in the bless. So that means that's a water 7 god. Because 3 times 2 for the defense skill, and then plus 1 for cold resist. That's a lot of bless points. A fuck ton of bless points. It's also S5 because magic weapons and magic resistance. Plus 1. Yeah, I think it's cost 1. It's D3 because Undying and then Dark Vision. No, Undead Leadership, sorry. Strength comes from the Earth points, then it's Blood, and Dark Vision actually comes from Nature. Yeah, Poison Resist and Dark Vision. So yeah, really expensive, bless, like pretty heavy rainbow, but makes for pretty scary secrets. Just kind of lacks strength, in my opinion. Blood Surge does compensate a little bit. It won't when you'll face undead though. So yeah, take in the provinces. The province. There's only one of them. And it's a pretty good province. They lose a bunch of Oscars in the process. Also, I remember seeing one of them being diseased. But it's fine. And then we have Olm. Olm went for... Wow. Surprising. Olm troops killing Indies. Wow. He profited his spy, if I remember correctly, so... No smite or... Sermons of Courage going off, just... Fancy men in black plate punching Indies to death. For a pretty easy province. He lost 3 of them, which is fine. Jotunheim got a really good battle. So they're using the Alfredin, which are really good troops. 40 HP, 10% regen, and they get a dying shape of a werewolf. A really strong unit. And yeah, the Vaidis don't do anything fancy either, they just run at the enemy from behind the giants. Easy province for a total loss of 0. Perfect expansion for them. Maybe a bit of an overcommit of resources to get 1 province, but it's not a super valuable province either. But still, no loss is always a sight to see. We already did Ermor, so now let's move on to Celeria. First battle, I'm just... No. Like... Was a ping. Just to know how many barbarians are in his capsule. Now, the other battle, I've been told, has something extremely nice in it that you guys should enjoy. It's getting spicy already. Because this is his prophet, and Celeria got a certain national spell that lets them try and charm enemy secrets. And the enemy leader is sacred. I'm assuming you see where I'm going with that. Yeah. Lots of Roman troops, probably too much for what is fighting. Kills everything, and then apostasy hits. And he gets 2 paths he doesn't have in his nation. Except like technically you have 1 hero that can give you bring nature, or maybe 2, but overall, yeah, you just get an E1 N1 mage for free on turn 3. That's pretty awesome. And then, oh, also, yeah, I should have shown that, but the mage gets instantly hit and gets Battle Fright Affliction. Still, a pretty good battle and a pretty good win. Oh, and nearly forgot to check the bless. which should be, yes, we can see it there. So, just air, nature, astral. Does unaging only comes from nature, or does it come from a cross path? So yeah, unaging is nature with just one magic scale. It's interesting. I think Rentometer starts either at old age or close to it, so probably a good idea, an interesting one at least, to get it. So yeah, we have nature, astral, a lot of death, and air. Interesting bless. We're gonna check Jotunheim's bless, because I think I forgot to do that. And he's got shock resistance, and then a nature earth god that gives him dark vision and larger. Interesting. It doesn't even bring his giants to size 6, but you know. Yeah, I'm surprised by that one. We'll see what he does with it. Oh, I think it boosts like the turbo comms or something of the sort, because it makes Screddies much healthier. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's that. We are now going to watch Agatha expand, and they instantly took the cave that is in the cap circle, which is probably a great move. And we see the sacreds. An interesting formation to like trying to bait the flyers on the cave and the backline, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, cave flyers always attack closest, like indie flyers. So the bless, bit of attack skill, which is always good to hit your targets on Agatha because I have pretty terrible base attack skills. Shock resist, cold resist, defense skills, which not the best on giants that have terrible defense skill at base and will get surrounded every fight. And reconstruction. So yeah, elemental rainbow and bless for the stages. Like, yeah, they get up to 13, which is bad, and they're size 4, so they'll get harassed a lot. Not the best in my opinion. But yeah, these guys are currently doing nothing because the flyers are in front and not in the back. I guess it's good because sometimes flyers decide to hold an attack and then you get fucked. Not sure indies do that though. I'm pretty sure they always attack instantly. And they attack closest. Anyway, he kills the birds, then his troops move on to kill the 2 mages in the back. No apostasy. 1 mage in the back. No apostasy shenanigans here. An easy enough expansion, only losing 4 light infantries in the process. And next is gonna be Bandalog. So, Bandalog recruited exclusively elephants on turn 1 because these are 100 gold a pop and he has 4 of them. So yeah, that's all he got, and they didn't show up because I'm pretty sure the Scott's report can only show you 2 different unit types, and there was a lot of Markartas and infantries. So classic elephant expansions, little monkeys go in, tank the enemy, and then the elephants stomp on everything. Really good province to get, a lot of money, especially if you're doing elephant expansion. You're gonna need it. Is there a prophet in this battle that we can check? Yes, there is. Good. He has fire, resistance, strength. So no rainbow. Wait, and that leadership, magic resist, HP, no blood. Oh yeah, no, never mind. This can be blood. This is probably blood. So yeah, that's sorcery rainbow and fire resistance. Interesting. Is that also a wasted point? Because That means he needs fire 4, and he could have morale +2. Am I missing something? I don't think so. I'm really confused. We'll see. We'll ask the guy later, I guess. So yeah, pretty uneventful, easy expansion, the elephants just stomped everything, and he won the battle. And man, we did. So last one is gonna be Pelagia, because yes, and I've asked him, it's not a stale, didn't expand turn 1, because he didn't want to face any attrition. I guess he's taking things slowly and try to play it safe, because Pelagia is coming straight at him. Let's see how it went. And there is Knights of the Deep, so yeah, again, Scotch reports are kinda fucky. They don't show everything. What is the bless? Lots of attack skill, shock resist, poison resistance, which is really a theme in this game, and also a really good thing to have underwater with so many poison barbs and stuff like this. Bit of defense skill, HP, a lot of strength, and dark vision. Pretty solid bless. Elemental rainbow with poison resist. And the HP coming from the leftover points from the PR. Was it HP +2 though? Oh no, you went for small and large PR and 1 H. Never mind. No, yeah. Small and large PR, or does large PR all instantly give you 15? I'd say it gives you 10 because shock resist large give you 10. But I might be wrong. Because you also have the dark vision that comes from nature and 1 HP. Good question. So 1 HP doesn't seem to matter much, so I don't know why it's here. But yeah, murder machines do the murdering. What else is new? Easy expansion, lost 1 militia, so pretty much lost nothing, and moving towards the enemy. And this is gonna be it for this turn. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next.
De celui qui t'a aimé avant moi, même si je ne connais pas, je suis jaloux.